In Carson. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Los Angeles Chargers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Second down following the run. They go play action. Bridgewater. He finds an opening past the 40. Got a man. It's Breshad Perriman. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Fresh set of downs here. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. On second down, Bridgewater again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Get this one up to about his 14. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now it's 2nd and 7. They'll set up a throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. Now a play fake here on first down. He's airing it out for Williams. This is intercepted. Picked by Daryl Worley. And he's got room. And a great return as he takes this up just shy of the 45. He has just been alone for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do?
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Third and long for Bridgewater. Going underneath for Gordon. And he is knocked down from the side. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
And now here's a carry heading left. And some room to maneuver. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
They'll set up to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
They go play action here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. They give him a gain of 37.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team to...
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And this is their third drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
A first down throw for Bridgewater. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now a carry for the former first-round pick of the Chargers. It's Melvin Gordon. There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. And on 2nd and 10 now. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Through him. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. 30, 10, 5, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. How about that? Their quarterback, 79 yards, and the Chargers have taken the lead. Well, plays like that make the O coordinator look like a genius, but I don't think he saw that play going that well.
No, I don't think so either. But, boy, it all worked out perfectly. They caught them in the right defense. Guys dropping off into coverage, their eyes averted somewhere else. And guess what? He filled the void with his legs.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Ravens taking the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Off Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Let's go. Dagger.
On third down, Bridgewater. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. They take over 1st and 10 up near midfield. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
Back there, Philly. All right, here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Brandon, this is an example of good defense here. He's got nobody open down the field, so he does the right thing and tries to check it down to his running back out of the backfield. But a lot of times, you just expect the safety valve to be open. And here, that's not the case, and it turns into an interception.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. The Ravens get a new set of downs. Give them 17 on that pickup. Bridgewater on 1st down. And this one is incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Let's go. Yay. Let's go. Play 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Ravens on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Bridgewater now from the 50. Looking deep downfield. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll look to throw now on first down. It's complete to Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Back to throw now on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. This is fielded inside the 5. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now here come the Ravens. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher hits a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. A good pickup there at 22. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not at all.
Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. Out to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. The Ravens on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Buying time to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
He'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown of this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Pretty good running there. 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. The Chargers on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And they give this time to the tailback. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll look to throw here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. And he motions the wide receiver. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That goes for a gain of 31. They'll run it now out of the gun. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Now they'll pitch it out here. And he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. A great... effort there as the first half is winding down, and the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now it's Brinza to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. First down, Bridgewater. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Bridgewater now on second down. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Final play of the half, Bridgewater. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we send you now to Orlando and our Tiburon studios, where Larry Ridley's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Watch him now, Barney! Gun!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Hurry up, here we go!
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Now back to throw. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11.
Here we go now.
They go option right on 2nd and goal. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The offense on 3rd down, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll drop the throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start. No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The Ravens on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Bridgewater. Over the middle, complete. It's Lawson. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. They're losing here in the third quarter, maybe trying to get the ball outside, bust a big play. Obviously didn't work there.
Yeah, and while it didn't work, I really can't fault them for trying it. You and I have talked to the offensive coordinator, and we knew that was the place they wanted to try and go. And sometimes you just have to stick with it because 2-yard gains turn into 20-yard gains as the game goes along.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's a rare 2-miss ball game for him now. Normally one of the more dependable guys you're going to find around.
Very unlike him. One of the better kickers in the NFL. And I don't think there's anything wrong with him physically or mechanically. He's just having one of those games.
And some space here. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now it's Brenza to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. And this one caught by Max Williams. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. A first down throw for Bridgewater. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Williams. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Now a play fake here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Coleman. 11 more on that one and another first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
That is caught at the 7. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Let's go.
And again, it's Bridgewater. Steps away to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
Let's go.
Third and goal now. The defense looking to hold serve again. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sideline. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Here we go now.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Ferguson. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Tyus Bowser with a pick. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. They'll set up a throw. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's third down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Let's go.
They go play action here on first down. Flushed it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Denzel Perryman in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Second down, Bridgewater. Coleman has it here right side. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Here's Bridgewater. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. Second down following the incompletion. Bridgewater. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lawson. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverage.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Corey Coleman, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens cut into that lead. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They'll look to throw here. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. 20. Touchdown, L.A. Keenan Allen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First and 10, Bridgewater. This is caught by Williams. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Bridgewater again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Ravens get a bit closer. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Second down following the run. And he'll give it here to his running back. There he goes left side. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there with his third touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Now it's Brinza to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And some room to roam now. The 40, the 30, 10. And he brings this one all the way back. So definitely good for the individual stats. Maybe not for our storyline, but he's in for the late score.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And a little floater there is incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out come the Chargers. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. The Chargers on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the home team here, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5.